Alrighty, hello again. This is Trace Majestus, and we're back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey, back to deep space exploration and heading out to the center of the galaxy. So let's get in game and get things rolling. Hello, Mr. Mad Hatter, and hello, Shane. Welcome back, guys. Excuse me. System map. All right, what do we got left in this system? I know we got a couple of icy rings and then one or more planets. So I got that planet. Just the next one on the list. Then we got that ring, and that that planet, and maybe its ring. Yep, icy ring. Bunch of rings to check. All right. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Hello, James. Welcome back. Do, 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 do.
scanned by 50%.
Bacterium,
Surface
tubus,
scan
and tussock.
complete.
And basically there's no difference between where any of them are, so we'll just go pick a spot.
Orbital flight engaged.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Oops. It's a rock. I'm gonna try something. It is a meteorite. Cool. I don't think I can tell what it is, but it's a rock. I should go get the SRV and go pick those up. Oh, let's run this way. There's something. ship. So let's go to those ones. Yeah. 500 meters to the ship. All right. Ship is there. Too close. Okay. Guess that one's going to be too close anyway. Still too close. 500. I need another 300 meters. Well, I'll go over to this big group over here. Kind of spread out. Alright. How far is the ship? 500? Which means those ones over there might be far enough away. And what I haven't seen so far is anything that looks like bacteria. Bummer. Well, I guess I'll get in the ship. Oh, there's some bacteria. Oh, and I haven't scanned these guys yet. Alright, and now I can scan this. Ooh, that's not far enough away yet. Ah, down there. Okay. Really? Not 0.25. Ah, 100 meters short. So I go to that one. If you go scope down, you'll be outside of anywhere I've been. Most of my stuff has been on plane or above. Most. Well, that seems to be the only nearby bacteria. Hello, Tacita. Welcome back. I see. I'll have to go see what it takes to do that. It's probably well beyond my skill level. Cool. furthest back. She didn't have a problem with COVID. She has a problem with gout. So walking is damn near impossible right now. Yeah. Makes me glad none of our cars are standard. CVT for the win. System map. So she was still able to drive my daughter to school the other day, even though she was in extreme pain. Track landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Frameshift drive charging.
Unfortunately, you know, my work schedule doesn't allow me to be the driver for that, so.
1. Engage.
Yes. Standard is stick shift. As opposed to paddle shift, automatic, or CVT. Or any other strange thing that I don't know about. I know there's at least 2 more, but I can't remember what they are. Continuously variable transmission is, it's like automatic except there's no actual gears. It's one continuous gear. And sometimes on CVT systems you have sort of fake gears where the CVT is at a right gear ratio, and you have a you can put it into quote unquote manual mode, which has it's basically a paddle shifter. So instead of a clutch, you just have paddles on the steering wheel. And some cars, they're standard, but they got the shifters on the wheel, and some are automatic with or semi-automatic with shifters on the wheel, and there's all sorts of combinations. And then there's some weird exotic stuff. Auto with paddles, yeah. And you change it. Oops, I need to. Oops, that's not what I want. Yep.
Surface scan complete.
That's because there's no clutch, and there's actually no gears. It's just it's like a cylinder, and all the transmission engagement does is move up and down the cylinder, or not cylinder, but cone. They're cool. CVTs are cool. All right. Monazite, bromolite, serendipite, no tritium. Okay. System map. System map. Minis are cool. There's no doubt about that. Minis are cool. They are some very, very well-engineered vehicles. But I still prefer Subarus. Speaking of which, I gotta find the keys for my daughter's Crosstrek tomorrow. I want to drive that. It's been having some issues, so I want to drive it into work and back. See what's going on. Well, that's something I can do on my Subaru. I've got the traction control has several different modes I can run it in, or I can just turn it completely off, depending on what I need to do. Which is a really good feature to have on a CVT with traction control, because sometimes the traction control works against you. Oh, well, that's annoying. I got a push button to turn it on or off, and I've got some calibrations to put it into 3 different modes. And I could just do that on the fly anytime I need it. Most of the time I leave it on normal, but I don't go on sand much, or in mud much, so those 2 modes aren't all that useful. At me. What can I say? I bought a vehicle that can do more. And where the engineers who built it thought more about the different things it might have to do, so it doesn't having to go and reprogram the chip to turn it on and off is less than optimal. You got the BRZ? So I think that's the only one that had that set up.
Surface scan complete.
Void orbital tritium! Yay, tritium! Ooh, 2 tritium hotspots. Cool. Oh, an 06. Okay. Yeah, that explains it. Which model Impreza? The base, the RS, LS. There were a lot of models back then. System up. As you can tell, I'm a little bit of a Subaru nerd. The local dealership wanted me to be a RS. I had an RS. They were fabulous. I really liked my RS. Yeah, if you don't have salt, that helps a lot. So my RS lasted to 265,000 miles before I forget what went wrong on it, but it was a fairly expensive repair, so I decided to buy a new one. But I really loved driving that RS. It was great, absolutely great vehicle. And also at that time, I'd gotten married, and well, I needed a more practical vehicle for. Besides which, my wife would get car sick in the RS, so. Because of, the way the shocks were set up, they were set up for performance driving, and it doesn't make a comfortable ride for someone who gets car sick easy. Now she has no problem with my current car, which is a Subaru Ascent Touring Edition. She also didn't have any trouble when I was driving the Outback, which is the one I got after the RS.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Yeah, and that was the basic problem. It wasn't great for passengers. So the next car was an Outback. Oh, believe me, I can have a heavy foot anytime I want to. However, but these days I drive an Ascent because the highway I drive on, having a bigger car is safer. You don't tend to get cut off as often with a bigger car. So I got the biggest Subaru I possibly could. And definitely I get cut off only about 30% as often as I did when I was driving the Outback. People are just much more leery of getting in the way of a much bigger car. So in the end, that makes my drive to work a whole lot safer. Tomorrow's going to be weird taking the little car in. I don't know much about Toyotas. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. I can't picture it. But then again, like I said, I don't know Toyotas. Oh, yeah, it said bacteria were here, but I'm at a loss as to where I would find them. I know just enough about Toyotas to recognize Celica as a Toyota. Oh. Obviously there was one there. Maybe that's it? No. Nope, that is it. Okay. Oh, wow. A bit of a treasure there, then. I'm sitting in it. Okay. Alright, what am I looking for? Basically just a slight staining of the ground. Oh, lovely. That might be it. Yep, that's one. Okay. Cool. Oops. Ah, well, there's a second one. And it's just far enough away. Alrighty. Oh, no, alright. Yeah, it wasn't two. Huh. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Alright, we are done with this system. So let's head on. We still got some time left. Not much, but we can get a little bit of progress. 225 jumps, okay. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Drive charging.
A jumping we will go, a jumping we will go. Hi ho the dairy-o, a jumping we will go.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
All right, well, we've got lots of goodies here. Cool. Oh, shush you. You have an icy ring. You look to have an icy ring. Cool. Two bios. All right.
System scan complete.
Okay, one planet with two bios. Well, we got one jump tonight anyway. Might as well jump, but that's about all I know. And I'm definitely not going to hit the anywheres near the notes because I couldn't hold a tune in a bucket. All right, so do I take another jump or do I scan two bios? Let's take a couple more jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't even know the full chorus on that one.
2, 1.
I should. It was very popular when I was growing up.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
God dang it. I need a new pair of lungs. I could slaughter a Beatles song or
System
two.
scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Mostly because my choral director in high school was a definite Beatles
Frameshift
fan.
drive charging.
Although the joke going around the chorus was that the only reason they kept me on, or he kept me on, was I encouraged other people to sing loud enough to drown me out. All by myself.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
Back in black. I'm not even going to try and do that one. I'd be coughing for 15 minutes.
fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Don't think my lungs would ever forgive me for trying that one. Okay, need to go a little further away. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing. Don't let anybody put us down or something like that. Oh, it's been way too long. Just trying to be friendly. What I thought was funny is that they were actually just, a bunch of different guys that auditioned for it, and they figured out they were all auditioning for the different parts, so they decided to get together and actually build a band for the show, and which wasn't the intention of the show's producers, but they ended up being decent. Yeah, they put in a lot of hard work, and the guys who was writing the songs for them, I don't, partially it was them, partially they had some people writing for them, but it was, geez, they were good. Yeah, nobody, they were just auditioning for a comedy show basically, and it turns out they were all pretty darn good musicians. Surprised the heck out of the people putting together the TV show. Tuesday afternoon. To segue to a completely different band. Yeah, that was another. God, all of those people could sing. Holy crow. Partridge Family was an insanely talented group of people.
Fuel scooping complete.
The atmosphere on the streets tonight is the driving beat of the world. We're down the street tonight is the truest music you've heard. I'm sad, I can't remember that one. nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send.
Fuel scooping.
Beauty. Yep. One of the few bands I've actually seen in concert. Odd story, that. First time I went to a Moody Blues concert,
System scan complete.
I had picked up 2 tickets, one for myself, one for my girlfriend. I called her up to invite her,
Frame shift
and she
drive
dumped me
charging.
before I could even ask her. Whoops! Oh, cool.
3, 2, fuel scooping.
The only other band I went to see in concert, and it was only because
Fuel scooping complete.
happened to be in college at the time, was Meatloaf on his comeback tour. He played the University of Lowell really early on in his comeback tour. It was Bat Out of Hell or something like that. It was amazing. Paradise by the dashboard light. Do what you can, and nature do the rest. I can't even remember half the words anymore. Hello, Jean-Marc. Welcome back. do anything for love. Anything you've been thinking of. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. Yeah, I miss the days when tickets were affordable, that's for sure. Oh no, I guess I did go see one other band. I took my wife to Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
System scan complete.
I don't know as much about TSO, except every time they get a hold of a classical piece of music and rescore it for modern instruments, they did such an absolutely fabulous job with it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, Mannheim Steamroller. Okay. Knew I knew that name from somewhere.
Fuel scoping. System scan complete. Fuel scoping complete.
Oh, Lord. Hmm.
Frameshift drive charging.
Kenny Rogers, huh? Did you listen to the Statler Brothers, too?
Fuel scoping complete.
I'll be darned if I can remember a single Statler Brothers song. I haven't. God, what was I in high school? One of my dad's favorite bands. Every trip we would listen to the Statler Brothers and Kenny Rogers, and a few others.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Hey, there we go. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me got nothing to do.
Fuel scooping. System scan.
Now don't tell me I got nothing to do.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, that memory goes a long, long ways back. Oh, I guess that's everything. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
I'm fat. I'm fat. You know it.
fuel scooping.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
Complete.
Weird Al is amazing.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
One of the things I really like about Weird Al is he actually asks the artists whether, to allow him to lampoon their songs.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And very few of them turned him down.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, sometimes they even ask him.
Frameshift drive charging.
The only artist that turned him down every single time was Prince.
4,
I learned that on
2,
some documentary I was watching.
fuel scooping complete.
It's funny, Michael Jackson thought it was funny as heck every time he'd want to do one. There's only one time he said, "Don't do that one." I forget what that song was. Sometimes it is, yeah.
System scan complete.
I like "Eat It" was amazing.
Frameshift drive charging.
like a surgeon. Yep. Oh Lord, that was funny. Yeah, I don't remember that one. I should though.
Fuel scooping.
I may have to look it up and listen to it later.
Fuel scooping complete.
Ooh, a water world.
System scan complete.
Ooh, 0.7 Gs? System map. Terraformable water world. That's terraformable. That is not. So let's start with that one. That one I don't know. Yeah, I never bought Skylines. Yeah, city Skylines, right? Or is that a previous series? Yeah, I have it in most of the DLC. Although I didn't buy any of the radio stations. Maybe I should.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Yeah, my Maserati does 185. I lost my license, so now I don't drive. Have a limo sit in the back. Lock the doors in case I'm attacked. System map. Maybe I should pick up some of the radio stations just to hear them. I haven't bought the new city skylines yet. Thought about it, but I just haven't done it. City Rats Radio? Okay. I may pick that one up. I like playing City Skylines and Civilization 6 over my Christmas breaks or Christmas vacations because then I don't have to worry so much if I completely lose track of time and waste 3 or 4 days. I can't. I just can't play that while I'm the rest of the year. It just sucks all the time. Like, what?
Surface scanned by
I just started
50%.
playing. That was 15 hours ago. Oh,
Complete.
system map. Oh, nice. I may have to pick that up. Now, should I pick it up on Steam or on Epic? Good question. You gonna play 2 or play 1? Cool. Well, I'm curious because I really liked City Skyline 1. So much so that I've bought all but like the last 3 DLCs for it. Besides the radio stations. So I was curious whether 2 was any good. Apparently it is. So well, maybe I want to. Of course, I won't be streaming it since, well, I can only stream so much.
Surface scan complete.
Bacterium and stratum, but they're all in the same place. I think Tacita just wanted to get me talking about another game just to stop me from singing. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, sorry, Jean-Marc. Never mind. You are correct. I just crossed people in my head. Oh, wait a minute. I need... No, not that. Ah, not that. Wrong button. Where are you? There you are. Start. All right. Ooh, gotta be careful jumping on this planet or I'm gonna go splat. Let's go to the far end of this patch. Well, I guess this is good enough. And 500 meters sample. Which says it's take the ship sample. Wish they had an upgrade to the suit where you could upgrade the sampler so you can be running 2 or 3 samples at the same time. Would make this far more efficient. Yeah, no kidding. Or in the Voyagers. Alrighty. I think that's about as far as we have time to get tonight because it is a work night. So at this point, I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. In the stream chat, we have Mr. Mad Hatter, Shane, James, Tacita, pretty sure that's everybody, but let me double check. Nope, Jean-Marc. Can't forget Jean-Marc. But that is everybody. Alrighty, so thank you guys very much for joining me in the stream chat. It's great having you all along, as always. So at this point, we're going to leave things here, pick it up again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Thrice Majestus, signing out.